Well, the experience has been really, really good. We were pleasantly surprised with the facility. Yashobhoomi has been one of the, I think is one of the world-class facility that has really come up for such exhibitions. And, the kind of ease with which we can enter and at the same time also reach our halls and be able to do all the, the wide amount of, participation that we have seen. 4 halls that have been almost full, and we can see it's very easy to move within the walls, with the various halls, and at the same time we are able to also interact very well with all the customers. Footfall has been extremely good because thanks to the easy accessibility. I think that's made a big difference in terms of there's not big waiting outside the gate, that there's not much of a traffic jam. So it's really a very pleasant kind of a change that I see in Yashobhoomi. So for the component show, I think it's really come out well. I wish the car and the component segment can do together in this area, because that way then we can have more footfall and people don't need to really travel between Pragati Maidan and here. But otherwise, nothing to complain. Well, the focus is to ensure that all the businesses that we are in today is able to get the right focus, the right kind of a medium to be able to expose themselves with regards to all the customers. So, for example, for a company like SPR Takahata or for a company like SPR TGPL, to have that customer reach was very difficult, in that sense. Now they can, they are able to reach with all the customers. They have been able to see all the customers who come to SPRL have got interest into all these other businesses that we have, and they are able to really network with them and be able to, focus on delivering, about their products to the customers. And that has been a very big impact. And today, since morning, we have been so tied up with all the customers that have visited. And I think it has been a very useful day for us. I think we have been very lucky and God has been kind in giving us the right directions. And I feel that we are now well positioned. As an organization, we have completely de-risked ourselves from any one particular powertrain, though I personally feel that all the powertrains will coexist. So I think that, we are now present in the hybrid powertrain, we are present in the CNG powertrain, in ethanol powertrain, in, HCNG, all the biofuels and flex fuels, and we are also present in the electric powertrain. So that way we have now well positioned ourselves to be able to take care of the entire range of, powertrain requirements that will come up in the coming years. And there will be a mix of everything that will grow. Though I feel that, it will happen over the next maybe 35-40 years time, that a complete change to one particular powertrain may happen. And by that time, who knows, there can be a disruptor like the hydrogen. Now, even on the hydrogen front, we have been working, and, there is a lot of technology that goes in. So what you rightly allude to in the beginning of the, our discussion, that many of the customers are actually depending on the auto component supplier to get the technology of some of those, intricate parts that are required for those powertrains. So we actually stand right in that middle portion where we are able to actually deliver a lot of value to our customers. And that's where, and that value is also has to be done along with technological improvements. And this is possible only when you have the right R&D setup, you have the right frame of mind, you have the right people who can actually, work with you. And we have been able to develop all this in such a way that we are taking care of our people, we have the right culture in the organization, and we are driving all these things together to be able to deliver the right value to our customers. And our customers see that very well. And I feel the next few years is going to be very important for us to position ourselves as a multi-product supplier. And that's what we have been doing. Frankly, SPR has always believed in export as one of its major wing, in terms of its segments of business. And, we have always been exporting. 20% of our business comes from exports, and that's a big number. And, for a component industry, a component manufacturer to be, selling almost 20% of our overall sales is a fairly big component of our, overall sales. Now, as we grow, it is very interesting that many of the customers today are actually demanding, let's say world-class products, which comes from either from our collaborators or others, to be manufactured in a low-cost country. And that's where we pitch in, and we are able to really deliver value. And I think we have done this quite well. We have access to technology thanks to our collaborators, and we have access to a manufacturing capability which we have homegrown. And the mix of these two gives the right product for the world, and that's exactly what we have been focusing on. India has to continuously evolve, on the technology front. No, while we have been if you really see in the past years, we have been only followers of a technology, Now we have to take the lead. And I think the country is throwing up a lot of requirements in terms of, throwing up those lead areas. And I think we need all the research and development to be done. We need a lot of money to go into R&D to be able to develop products for those needs that are getting thrown up by the requirements of the customers. So I think we have to work in this direction, and we have to become leaders in the technology rather than followers. That's my feeling, and it's going to happen.